Hey guys, I am back and today I'm going to be coming at you with the fourth update to my Pan That Eyeshadow palette series, which is also the first update for my current palette, the Huda Beauty New Nude palette. If you don't know, I picked 4 palettes to work on this year and I'm doing different goals depending on the palette. Not different goals, but I'm rotating different shades from each palette for the quarter that I'm working on. So last month I wrapped up my Tarte Tartelette Bloom palette and introduced my Huda New Nude palette, and now we are finally getting to see some progress on this one. So for that progress, I'm going to quickly insert a picture of what this palette was looking like last month. And then this is what the palette is looking like this month. So my shades are Secret, Raw, and Love Bite. If you can see, I have a pretty substantial dip starting on Love Bite from using it as a liner. I love using the shade as a winged liner. I did a really beautiful look with this shade that was a like kind of graphic liner that I did Get Ready With Me that was up like a month ago. I really loved that. I just do it like bare lid, just a little bit of this quick wing all the time when I want something like really fast. You would think that like a winged liner would take longer, but when I use a shadow I can just bang it out really quick and it's super, I think it's fun. It's fun for spring. Very Alexis of me. The shade Raw does not have much progress. I have used it a little bit, but this isn't the kind of shade that I would put directly in my crease. I would put it over another shade, so I use less of it. I can just use this shade, but it is very intense, I think is the word I want to use. It's just a lot for my coloring. I think it's just kind of very bright, almost like it's not even very deep, it's just very like orange. Anyways, I feel like it makes my eyes look very like almost overdone if I'm not doing like a look. Then the shade Secret, I honestly thought I was gonna hit pan on it this morning. The dip is getting really deep, so I for sure think I'm gonna have pan on Secret by next month. As you can see, I did hit pan on the shade Bare. That's a little bonus pan. And so I was using that to just like set eye primer, and now that I've hit pan on it, I'm just using my loose powder to set my crease, blend things out, etc. Because if I do ever go back to like formally pan this palette, I figured I would leave the rest of Bare in there. But looking at how deep the pan is from this Bare shade, I really think that I'm almost there with Secret. And I think that if I continue to use Love Bite as a liner another 5 to 8 times this upcoming month, which is totally doable, I could definitely hit pan on Love Bite. So hopefully next month we'll see 2 more pans. That'll hit 3 pans in this palette. And then I will, if I do hit pan on either Secret or Love Bite or both of them, I will roll in shades to replace them for my last month of working on this palette. So far, I'm really happy with it. I think that this is a really beautiful palette. I have mixed feelings because on the one hand, I do feel like I get a lot of variation, or my looks are unique from one another, but I also feel like this is a very pink toned palette, and although I'm really enjoying that, I think that by the end of this quarter of the year, I'm gonna be a little bit sick of it, and I'm gonna be like, if I have to look at another pink toned eyeshadow, I'm gonna lose my mind. So I do really like this palette. I would like to play around a little bit more with the shimmers. I feel like I've been doing a lot of matte looks like the one I'm wearing today, or like just a little quick liner look. I would like to play with the shimmers because like this Charmed shade, I feel like just in general, every time I wear it, I get so many compliments because it is just such a beautiful shade. It's like a pinky bronze almost. I don't even know, but it is stunning. Um, and then this shade Fantasy is also really beautiful. And that one's a little bit more fiery. But back to it. I also used this glitter in a palette bingo that should be coming up on Thursday. And the Tati Beauty palette has spoiled me as far as like glitter formula. But as far as color, this is a very pretty glitter and I do like it a lot. So my goal for this month is to hit pan on Secret and Love Bite first and foremost. I would like to play with Raw a little bit more, but I really think it's unreasonable to think I'm going to hit pan on it in the next 2 months, just due to this very small amounts that I do use it. So I would like to try and hit pan on these two, and then play around with the shimmers a little bit more, even if it's just, my looks are just Secret with Charmed, and then Secret with Fantasy, and then Secret with Daydream, just like, still trying to hit pan, but doing something a little different than this, which is what I do pretty much every day. So yeah, that is everything that I have for this palette. I got a little bit chatty there, but I wanted to chat about just kind of the palette as a whole, not just the 3 shades that I've been working on, because despite the fact that I've been wearing Secret a ton, I did a look for my uncle's wedding using Play, Raw, and Crave. I did that palette bingo. I filmed it a couple days ago and it should be coming up on Thursday, and that used none of the shades from my little trio that I'm panning. And then that one Get Ready With Me that I used using this palette with, that was inspired by Chrissy Klepeka, I believe is how you say her last name. I used Lace and then Love Bite. So I've been, playing with the different textures and colors in this palette a lot more than I think I did with my Tartlet and Bloom. But there's also a little bit more just like variation in this palette. So it's been fun. I've been really enjoying it. I'm happy I chose it for this quarter. And if you want to see if I do hit any pans in the next month, please make sure to check back in at the beginning of June. Oh my god, it is May. Please check back in at the beginning of June for my next update of this series. If you like project panning content, I will leave all of my projects linked down below so that you can enjoy them. I would love it if I see you again in a future video. And other than that, I just hope you're having an awesome day wherever you are. Thanks, guys!